Good morning, everybody. I'm Luke Sullivan with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado, right off snowy Interstate 25. A lot of inventory on the lot. Used inventory as well. And sometimes our used inventory is still maybe a very recent model year. For instance, behind me, a 2025 Norstar 2-horse straight load with a rear ramp, escape doors on both sides. And to kind of highlight a lot of the customization that we can do, we talk about big, large LQs and doing matching your backsplash from your house and that kind of stuff. We can go as small as these 2-horse. If you want to make it customized in small little ways, for instance, this one's got an oversized front tack. We'll get into it and show you that, but almost 8 feet on that front tack. So a lot of extra space in there, a lot of extra room to get yourself organized or store your stuff. So part of our used inventory program, you see that pink tag on the jack handle there, is we go through them. Brakes, bearings, safety checks, lights. We check the functionality of, for instance, this one has a movable partition in the back. We make sure all those pins are moving, all that kind of stuff. So if you ever have any questions about what we go through, what we check, tires, etc., give us a call, give us an email, and ask away. We're happy to answer for you. So 2025 model, still going to be the same setup up here, 2 5/16" ball, big heavy duty safety chains, and then you've got that coiled breakaway cable too. I like that quite a bit. Keeps things kind of nice and tidy. And then your standard 7-pin trailer plug, RV style plug that we've seen forever and ever. They do have the spare tire mounted out here on the nose. Again, I think space and storage was a big priority for this customer, so wanted to get it out of the tack room. It is up here on the nose. It is, as you can see, an aluminum matching the style that's on the ground. So nice to throw it into your tire rotation, buy a little more life out of things, or if you ever do have a flat or a spare, you don't have an ugly steel wheel sitting up here or on your rig. You will see another added on that we're doing with a lot of our inventory now is the higher diamond plate. Really protects the nose of these trailers. We've got a lot of dirt and gravel roads out here in Colorado, and so our tow vehicles are always throwing up rocks, and chipping up, whether you do white or you go with a different color, certainly shows a bit more, but nice to be able to protect the nose of that trailer. We'll get into the tack room. First thing you see before you even get inside, they added a few brush boxes. Again, I think storage, and maybe they just had a bit more stuff than the average Joe, and they wanted a place to put it all. I love these these brush boxes. They're partitioned. They have drain holes in them. I'd be the first one to spill a bottle of show sheen or fly spray in there. So nice to be able to drain it out and get these things cleaned out. And then up on the top, you do have a little bus window in there. Get a little air moving through this thing. Obviously, we're not thinking about summer right now, but you get a bunch of sweaty saddle pads and blankets in here and stuff like that, and nice to be able to move a little air. Still that standard fold down step with the gas shock. There's no hardware to hold it. The shock holds it on its own. Excuse some noises today. We're pretty cold, so we've got a little ice buildup. Another add-on that you'll see inside of here is this gray rubber tread flooring. So we're doing this on a lot of our new trailers now in lieu of just the rubber mat. This is sealed around all the edges. It's sealed to the floor, so you don't have to worry about getting a buildup of gunk or hay or anything like that, or shavings underneath it. Makes it really, really easy to clean out. So right away, you can see the size difference inside this bumper pull trailer. A lot of these, we do a single saddle rack, and your nose is right about here. So we've got an added couple of feet in here. It gives us that ability to double stack some saddle racks here, some saddle posts. So if you want to add a couple of more racks to these, we carry them in our parts department. Going to be a really easy process. And then you kind of have almost unlimited options in how you can set this up. We've got some blanket poles there. If you want to stagger those between your saddles, you can very easily do that. And then you'll notice both of these, a lot of the tracks that we mount all our saddle racks in, especially these smaller trailers, it's a fixed post against the wall. These are both completely removable too. If you are showing something else and you want to throw some trunks in here, some standing up trunks or the like, you've got that option to pull those out, and you've got a little bit of extra space. The partition wall on the back, just like always, we carpet that now. really makes a big difference. With resale, these trailers look so much nicer. Normally you'd see just a year-old trailer like this. If it was the white sheets or bare aluminum behind that, you would know right away that they had hanging tack there. It was always kind of one of those unavoidable facts of used trailers. This with that carpet really keeps it looking nice. And then secondarily too, it's a nice sound deadener too. So we're sharing this same wall with our horses. Obviously, if you've got metal on metal, you got bits and halters and chains and stuff hanging here, it's gonna make a lot of noise on the back side of these trailers. So really nice to have that. And then a little added blanket bar here too. Really just keeping it easy, keeping it simple and versatile, and giving you a lot of options in here as well. Bridle hooks are their big heavy duty bridle hooks. Like those quite a bit. They're very tall. We've all come to truck stops or gotten to our shows and found a heap of our stuff on the floor. So nice to have those. They hold things really, really well. And then in the corner, we've done that 48-gallon half moon tank too. So a little higher capacity. You'll see on a lot of our slant loads, we do a triangular shaped corner tank. It's only about 28 gallons. This half moon is 48. So gonna have a lot more capacity to carry some water from home with you. Whether you're road tripping across the country and want to offer some during the summer, you have that option. Or if you're trail riding or you're at a show in an off season swinging around, you have some water with you and you don't ever have to worry about finding it as you go. You will see above the tack door there too, that OptiBrite that we're doing in all the Cimarrons. Full LEDs, so low power draw. Not gonna have to worry about killing batteries if you leave them on for a little bit to see what you're doing. They put out a ton of light inside this white sheeted trailer. Gonna be a really easy place to work in the early evenings or early mornings or late evenings. So you've got that going for you too. Boot box in the corner. These V-nose trailers kind of maybe lose a little space, gets a little awkward in there. So nice to have that. Obviously, we see these in a ton of our gooseneck trailers. Nice storage option, multi-purpose. It's a bench as well. Nice spot to sit down and take a load off. And just again, storage is certainly a priority when this trailer was built. So hopefully we can pass that on to somebody else. So work our way outside. We're all gonna watch our step. It's a little snowy and icy this morning. You will see this is that 2-horse straight load style trailer. So we've got drop windows at the head of each horse. Excuse the noises, everything is ice laden this morning and stiff as well. So one thing we really like about these drop windows is that head grill that pops out of there, or those jail bars, for lack of a better term, that pop out of there. Again, kind of like that fold out step. No hardware, just pull it up and those pins come out of place and you can drop it down, offer your horse some hay or water. Don't have to worry about opening up a full door at a gas station or something like that if you are road tripping, and then you can easily as that slide it back up. And then on a day like today, it's nice and cold. We don't want to offer them that much wind or have all that wind blowing in their face. We do still have a small bus window in there that can help us regulate the temperature and keep them comfortable. And then again, full-size escape door on both sides, so you have that option as you're loading. If somebody wants to close up your rear ramp, can sneak out of here, and you've got that ability too. I'll close up this tack room door for you really quick and just give you a look down the side of the trailer. So just about an 18-foot or an 8-foot tack room, and then just about 18 feet overall. So still really manageable size. We are on Dexter torsion axles. Again, we talked about those aluminum wheels. Really nice running gear on these trailers. Dexter torsion axle. Dexter's been around forever. Electric drum brakes. Always, even with these lighter trailers, both axles are equipped with brakes. Make sure you have a trailer brake controller in your tow vehicle as well. You'll see, I'll pop this guy open just for you a little bit too. Big oversized bus window over the hip of both horses too. So again, summertime, airflow is certainly a high priority, especially if a couple horses in a smaller trailer like this. You want to be able to move some air around them. You will see these Dutch windows over the rear ramp with that paddle latch. Forgive me, it's frozen. you're able to pin these open and safely travel down the road. It's not the smaller pins that are our door holds for the tack room. So they are designed to be used that way if you're comfortable leaving those open and getting some air moving over the backs of your horses as well. Working our way around to the back. Full width rear ramp, Dutch doors over the top of those, independent, so you can open them individually if you want to, and then obviously loading here over the rear ramp. Cimarron does a really nice job. With the rubber on these, I like it even on a snowy day. It's nice traction, and then worm flooring inside this trailer, so really nice upgrade there. We talk about worm a lot. We talk about our brand new inventory on the lot with rubber mats. If you want to add worm, that's done here for you. Worm's already installed. Really nice product. It's a permanent seal. It's non-porous, so nose these guys up in the summertime, get your pressure washer out, give them a good rinse out, and that's the amount of maintenance that you need to do with these floors. So really nice product with worm. This is a movable divider, obviously a partial divider. We're not all the way to the floor, but you can see one pin here at the leg and a couple pins up front at the head grill, and we can move this guy over to driver's side and pin it. Really nice to be able to do that and have some options. Pull this guy out completely too, and you have a box trailer. You have a little bit of versatility if you want to get a small load of hay, get a mower in for service, or something like that. Stepping inside, you will see padded on both sides here. A lot of padding, and then rubber mats all the way up to almost hip height. So gonna protect the inside of our trailer, gonna be a nice smooth surface and comfortable place for our horses to be too. Head grill up here as well. This one is a solid one. See, it's been through our detail shop and our wash bay, so those are a little frozen too. But you have the ability to either remove this if you want, or you can swing it around if you want to make loading, unloading, something like that a little bit more easy. Chest bars here. One nice thing, we talked about kind of Cimarron's thoughts on carpeting that wall there to keep the ride a little bit quieter. That extends much further in the horse area of these trailers. Anywhere you see a connection point, these chest bars for instance, it's going to be a plastic on metal connection, so we're not hearing that metal rattle, especially the old steel trailers. Obviously the aluminum's a little bit quieter, but putting that plastic on metal quiets them down even more. Everywhere that we pin in this partition, also it's a metal pin that goes into a plastic fitting. So quiet ride really keeps the rattle down in all these trailers, makes a big difference. If you do want to get some bolsters for these, we can order those for you as well. Opti brights up high, we've got one over each horse. So we've got, again, same style light that's in that tack room, white sheets inside of here. Gonna be a really bright place, gonna be an inviting place to load some horses early morning. You're not pulling them into that really dark box. Maybe if you have a timid loader, that's certainly gonna help you and make a big difference. Couple tie rings for each horse. If you're tying heads, if you're tying hay nets, you've got a couple different options on either side, and that's gonna help you just kind of work with what, make it a lot easier to work with what you have. And you'll see above the head of each horse too, some two-way roof vents. So those two-way roof vents, summertime, open them up. You can scoop a lot of air down in through the trailer, especially if you've got some of those rear windows or those Dutch doors open on the rear. It's just gonna flow a lot of air through this trailer really nicely. This time of year, we're in the single digits even this morning, but I would even suggest if you had a couple of head in here, maybe reverse one of those and get some of that air moving out of the top of this trailer. You could keep it warm in here, certainly, with a couple of big 1,200-pound horses breathing and keeping it warm. Insulated roof's gonna help with that too. Vice versa, two ways. Wintertime, it's gonna keep it a little bit warmer in here if you've got two head in here. Summertime, R3 insulation factor, we see a 15 or 20% difference in temperature, lower temperature inside of these versus the aluminum or steel skinned roofs. It's a 1/2 inch thick honeycomb material, so it's actually gonna, has a bit of a structural component too. It's hail, resistant to hail quite a bit, which we're out here in hill country, so that's certainly a consideration for us. Just gonna step over here to driver's side really quick. Get you a look. A lot of the reason we do these videos on these used trailers is to see the condition of them. Obviously a used trailer, it's been used. Horses have been in it, but also in very good condition still too. So padding on both sides over here. We've got that same mirror image escape door we'll show you outside over here on driver's side too. So you have options, whatever it is that you need to do. Being a 2025 model, I think it was 24 they upgraded, but you're getting those standard reverse lights in the tail lights. Everything all across the rear is all LED, both an awning light over our rear ramp to light things up, and then all of our marker lights are LED. So again, low power draw, and then I really, like I said, that reverse light makes a big difference. On these smaller trailers too, being close to your truck, lights things up really nice for you to be able to see. Again, that double Dutch door over the rear ramp, same style over here. It is able to be pinned. You can lock those up tight or close them up tight. You've got some bus windows to keep some air moving. A couple tie rings over here, probably missed them on passenger side, but again, gives you some options whether you're tying up to load, getting ready to unload, or head to a show, or you're showing off the trailer. You've got a couple options, driver's side and passenger side. And then just like we said, you've got this escape door driver's side too, so gives you some options, gives you a little bit more safety in mind. Above that too, you'll see a 16-inch LED awning light, got a mirror image on passenger side, and similar smaller one over the rear ramp. Trying to make working in early mornings and late nights a little bit easier, and you can see what you're doing. You do see a big difference in that floor length on this side without that tack room door. You can certainly see the added length in that tack room. So a unique little 2-horse straight load used trailer that's on the lot. If you have any questions about it, we've got the original drawings. It was built here, or built through us, ordered through Cimarron. Please feel free to reach out below. My email's luke.sullivan@transwest.com. My cell phone's 859-509-1282. And if you want to reference this specifically, its stock number is 5U260035. Thanks for your time today, everybody. También hablo español.